Welcome friends, and today's our topic is NCERT Class 8 Science Chapter 1 Crop Production and Management Part 1. So let's start with this topic. So the content of this topic is first is introduction, then 1.1 agricultural practices, different types of crops, 1.2 basic practices of crop production, 1.3 preparation of soil, agricultural implements, 1.4 sowing, activity 1.1, and at last agricultural tools. So first topic, introduction. All organisms require food. Plants can make their food themselves. Energy from the food is utilized by organisms for carrying out their various body functions such as digestion, respiration, and excretion. In order to provide food for a large-scale population, regular production, proper management, and distribution is necessary. Food plus oxygen plus heat, which is produced in our body, makes energy which is used by us to carry out life processes. Agricultural practices 1.1. When plants of same kind are cultivated at one place on large scale, it is called a crop. For example, crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in a field are that of wheat. Crops are of different types like cereals, vegetables, and fruits. Crops are classified on the basis of the season in which they grow. The climatic conditions like temperature, humidity, and rainfall vary from one region to another. Accordingly, there is a rich variety of crops grown in different parts of our country. Different types of crops. Crops are divided into two broad categories. Kharif crops. The crops which are grown in the rainy season are called Kharif crops. The rainy season in India is generally from June to September. Paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, and cotton are Kharif crops. Second is Rabi crops. The crops grown in the winter season, that is October to March, are called Rabi crops. Examples of Rabi crops are wheat, gram, pea, mustard, and linseed. (1.2) Basic practices of crop production. The activities which are used for agriculture are known as agricultural practices. These are preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting, and storage. So next is 1.3 preparation of soil. The preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. These organisms are friends of farmers since they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or plowing. This is done by using a plow. Plows are made of wood or iron. If the soil is very dry, it may need watering before plowing. The plowed field may have big clumps of soil called crumps. It is necessary to break these crumps. Another process called leveling in the field is beneficial for sowing as well as for irrigation. Leveling of the soil is done with the help of a leveler, which is a tool. Agricultural implements. As we got to know in the older slide that it is necessary to break soil clumps to get better yield. The tools used for this purpose are known as agricultural implements. They are plow, hoe, and cultivator. Plow. Plow is being used since ancient times for tilling the soil, adding fertilizers to the crop, removing weeds, and turning the soil. This is made of wood and is drawn by a pair of bullocks or other animal. Horses and camels are common. Each contains a strong triangular iron strip called plowshare. The main part of the plow is a long log of wood which is called a plow shaft. There is a handle at one end of the shaft. The other hand is attached to a beam which is placed on the bull's necks. One pair of bulls and the man can easily operate the plow. The indigenous wooden plows is increasingly being replaced by iron plows nowadays. Hoe. Hoe is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. It has a long rod of wood or iron. A strong, broad, and bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its end and works like a blade. It is pulled by animals or is sometimes used by humans also. Cultivator. Cultivator. Nowadays, plowing is done by tractor driven cultivator. The use of cultivator saves time and labor. A cultivator can do multiple works like sowing, weeding, harvesting, adding manure, etc. Sowing. Sowing is an important part of crop production. Before sowing, good quality, clean and healthy seeds of a good variety are selected. Farmers prefer to use seeds which give high yield. Before sowing, one of the important tasks is to know about the tools used for sowing seeds. In next slides, we are going to get to know about how to choose good seeds and about the tools used for sowing. Activity 1.1. Take a beaker and fill half of it with water. Put a handful of weed seeds or gram seeds and stir well. Wait for some time. Are there seeds which float on water? Would those be lighter or heavier than those which sink? Why would they be lighter? Damaged seeds become hollow and thus are lighter, therefore they float on water. This is a good method for separating good healthy seeds from the damaged ones. Observe and answer. Traditional tool. Traditional tool. The tool used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like a funnel. The seeds are filled into the funnel, passed down through 2 or 3 pipes having sharp ends. These pipes pierce into the soil and place seeds there. Seed drill. Nowadays, the seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractors. This tool sows the seed uniformly at equal distance and depth. It ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing. This protects seeds from being eaten by birds. Sowing is done by using seed drill. Sowing done by using seed drill saves time and labor. Appropriate distance between the seeds is necessary to avoid overcrowding of plants. This allows plants to get sufficient sunlight, nutrients, and water from the soil. At times, a few plants may have to be removed to prevent overcrowding. So thank you, and this video is over. I hope you liked it and understood all the topics.